What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Not back to this, though. This is Stanley Parable. I've known of it for a long, long time, but I have not had a chance to play it. I'm super excited to play it. I've heard it's good, and we'll see what it's about. Welcome in, Bob. Welcome in, Preslov. Welcome in, Witten Keys. Hello. We're here. We're chilling. It's about to be good. I'm sorry I've been gone for a minute. I actually went to Vegas, and then when I came back, I had to work. And then now I don't work tomorrow, so we're here. I'm going to stream for a bit, and we're going to hang out, and it didn't pop up. Oh, no worries. No worries. We finished off Spider-Man. We'll be coming back to Miles Morales. It'll come around. But I wanted to play something just a little bit different. I wanted to do... oh, excuse me. I had a beer. I wanted to do something maybe a little bit more funny. I did finish off Spider-Man. Yeah, it was quite a jerk, and he webbed everywhere. This is your first one. Welcome in. I noticed it was your first one, but I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you found it, and hopefully you enjoy what I'm about. Sometimes, can I play this in Italian? I would rather not. I would rather not. We're gonna play it in English, Bob. Also, no, I have not played in Russian. Super excited. It is the beginning of the NFL season. The Bills and the Rams play today. I am so fucking excited. I can't even. Is this a horror game? Not that I know of. No. Foosball's the devil. Enter the current time. It is like 4:35 p.m. Okay. Why do you need to know the time? Did I say 3:35? Ah, fuck, whatever. I'll be in 1 hour earlier. I'll be in Nevada time. You'll be more excited in late October? Oh, when hockey starts up? Or, sorry, no, hockey... Does hockey start up late October? Maybe. You are playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. Okay. Basketball. Okay. If it's horror, I don't think it is. But I do have a couple of horror games that I want to watch.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee
There we
number
go.
427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year.
That sounds terrible.
Although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
That sounds exhausting and
Then
terrible.
one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would
20-inch
forever
blades
change
on the
Stanley.
Impala.
Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk
Shot
for nearly
caller
an
getting
hour
laid
when he
tonight.
realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid.
But, yeah,
Stanley
welcome
found
in,
himself
welcome
unable
in.
to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Do you hate Mondays? Okay. Why does he glide? I don't have a body. That's a horror. What if I just go back to work? I'm not typing anything. I actually sped run. I did a speed run of Resident Evil Village. I think I was in the top. I think I was in the top 150.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Wow. Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I can't get Happy Meals right now. Don't listen to him. I don't. What's here? Oh. Why don't I listen to him? I don't know what this is.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Resident Evil Village 3 demo? There's not a Village 3 though. Village is 8. Well, I mean it's blind, so I'm just gonna run with it. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Hello? Friends? Family? Okay.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I'll get Happy Meals eventually. I literally just started streaming. I just started. Is there anything over there? Let me in. Oh, without the village? Oh, Resident Evil 3 demo? The new one? The remake? Yes, Luana wants Happy Meals.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
Sick.
Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
No.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
That's what she wants. On my left? Okay, we'll go to my left.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
What is this? Oh, hey. There was a hard part and you deleted the game? Damn.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here.
What?
Left.
Do I have other options?
Oh, no. No, it's to the right. My mistake.
GTA games or Watchdog? I've only played the first Watchdog. I've wanted to play 2.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right?
Then get Happy Meal.
It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
So...
Now, let's see. We went down right, left,
I'll get Happy
down,
Meals when I'm done, I swear.
right.
I swear.
Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This
You can have
story
2
is
of them.
Definitely this way.
I will.
No.
Oh,
This isn't right.
what
at
is
all. You're not
this?
supposed to be here yet. This is all
I
a
don't-
spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to
They do sell Pokemon cards, yeah.
It's all rubbish now.
Yeah, Bob,
The
you can
whole story can
have
be
one too.
unusable.
You know what?
How about rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track,
Oh,
Okay,
Jesus.
From the top.
The tricks in 2 are amazing. What if I just stay here? Because I love work, right? Luana, just let me stream and then I'll close the door. How do I close the door? Everybody wants a Happy Meal? How do I close the door? You get a Happy Meal. And you get a Happy Meal. Hold on. Interact, look, move. Okay. So there is no... Yeah, what's going on, Maz? I don't think so. How do you close the door? You know what? Fuck it. We'll go.
All of his co-workers were
We'll
gone.
go.
What could it mean?
We're gonna
Stanley
speedrun it
decided
now.
to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere or... Hold on. Why am I
Snack
asking
grabs?
you? I'm the one who wrote the story.
Yeah, just let
Right
me
here,
finish
just a
the
minute
game.
ago.
Like, let me finish
I
the
know for
stream,
sure
the
that it's
game.
here
Oh.
somewhere.
And I'll,
Then,
took a long
it's
break
an
from...
adventure.
And
Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
yeah, let's find it. To the left. And streaming, but getting back to it slowly. That's good. Hello. Hello, coworkers. This is like the back rooms. I've seen the back rooms. There's a couple of games I want to play that are the back
I'll say it.
rooms.
This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again?
No, don't.
I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
What? Why? You can't jump. What is that? We disabled it? Get your first trophy. Good, good, good. Take it back now, y'all. Bomb.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Okay.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction?
No
See if
doors.
we missed anything.
Okay. Oh, I got a Coors Banquet. The best boyfriend trophy.
Aha! I knew.
I was like, yeah, I was like, let me
story.
finish streaming. I'll get you 2 Happy Meals. You can have 2 sets of cards. I'll get whatever I want, and then you'll be happy, and it'll be great.
No,
And
wait, never
that's
mind.
a
Not
dead
the
end.
story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
What? What the fuck is happening? Where am I?
Now this, well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is
In,
this the story?
not in the stud
I
bottles?
don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
I won!
Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off.
Let's
So,
go!
Good job. Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all.
The
We
hell?
both know you didn't
I
put in the
won!
actual
Yo!
work for that
Speed
win.
run!
Some people win
World
fair and
record.
square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out.
Let's
by
celebrate
whatever
with a
this
Happy
is.
Meal.
I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Jesus. Most of this game is just restarting. We will celebrate with a Happy Meal. Happy Meals all around. Lawana gets 3.
All right, I've got a solution.
Adventure
This time, to
line.
make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line.
It's a
Just
smart
follow
Chris.
the line. How simple is that?
Oh, I could do that. The Yellow Brick Road.
See, the line knows where
The line
story is.
TM.
It's over in this
Why is the
direction.
line
Onward,
trademarked?
Stanley, to destiny.
To Destiny!
Here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story?
I'll go up the wall.
Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Let's do it. And doing some kick flips. Why is there that? Okay, we're going. I'm gonna follow this yellow line. The fuck? I'm gonna follow the line to the T.
Got the music.
Oh.
Go back and look at that fern.
No.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley
Yeah,
Parable,
I
right?
think it's
The story is no, not again. Line, how could you have done this?
Found
to us?
it.
And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you.
metal.
Can't take this anymore. To hell with it.
Metal.
Restart.
Twisted Metal Black, isn't it? I think, if I remember correctly.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget.
Or no,
Adventure
Payday.
Line. What's it
I
all
think it
about
might be
for
from
us?
Payday,
We're
the
intelligent
bank
people,
robbing
right?
game.
Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Payday, yeah. That's what it is. I was like, I recognize it. Yeah, all right, we'll go this way. We'll follow your lead,
Now, yes,
Mr.
this is
Narrator
exciting.
guy.
Just me and Stanley forging a new path A new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
But not open world. Yep.
Oh, no, not
Yellow
you again.
line.
Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
I'm gonna follow the... Okay.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't...
It's gonna be Stanley in the end?
In fact, I believe I need a minute to think.
They do it on the wall? I don't
Just walk
know.
in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
The confusion ending?
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according
After
to
a
the
long time
schedule, I
Stanley
restart
dies?
again?
God.
Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this
What?
thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get
Confusing.
to decide?
Close the door this time? I'll
Get a
close the
say
door
in
this
all of
time.
Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know?
GTA 3 has
Will
to be
someone
free.
come for
Maybe.
us? Will something happen?
I don't know.
So,
GTA 3 might be free.
okay.
I'm not sure. Thank you guys for the 5 likes. I do appreciate it.
I guess now we just wait. You know,
And if you're not subbed
I suppose
and
in
you do
some
enjoy the
way
content,
this is a
hit
kind
that
of
sub
story,
button.
wouldn't you
It's nice,
agree?
big, and red.
I'm not quite sure if we're in
Slap
the
it,
destination
do
or the
something to
journey,
it,
though they're
tickle it,
always saying that life is
whatever.
about the journey
If you're
and not
enjoying
the
the content.
destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually.
We play all sorts of
Well,
things
in the
around here.
meantime, if you
Ah, Jesus. Ah. Hello? Hello?
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision?
I do good
What if
content?
a
Well,
crucial
thank you.
outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go anywhere except badly.
What?
The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait.
Yeah, we just go back to
Nothing will
work.
hurt me.
I
Nothing will
love
break me.
work. I
In
love
here
it.
I can be happy
You know?
forever.
It's my
I will be
everything.
happy. Stanley
will
waited.
be.
Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end.
Yeah, I appreciate
He will
that,
be
Preslov.
spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
What happened?
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go anywhere except...
You know a
badly.
girl that you like?
The
Let's
thing to do now,
go.
Stanley thought to himself, is to wait.
She's from
Nothing
school?
will hurt
That's
me.
exciting. Only
Nothing
one
will
time.
break me. In here
Yeah,
I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by?
Okay,
He
we'll
no longer had the
leave
ability
after
to
this.
tell. But the one
We'll
thing
leave
he
after
knew for
this.
sure, beyond any doubt,
That's
was that if
awesome,
he waited long
Preslov.
enough, the answers would
If you
come.
like her, give her a talk,
Eventually,
you know?
someday they would arrive.
Respectfully, of
Very
course.
soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will
It
be
takes a lot of
told
courage.
what to do.
Just find the right
Now
time, you
it's
know?
just a little bit closer.
Find the right time,
Now
find the
it's
right
even closer.
place, and then
Here it
maybe
comes.
you're shy. Don't be yourself. Yeah, kinda, yeah. Oddly
All
enough,
of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
all right, we're gonna go to the left.
Yet there was not a single person
Tips for
there
not getting
either.
fired.
Feeling a wave of disbelief,
Talk less.
Stanley
Do
decided to go
unbelievably
up to his
amazing
boss's
work all the
office,
time.
hoping
Oh,
he might
God.
find an answer there.
On other coworkers, resent coworkers for not supporting you more. Let it ball up inside. I love this. Using slides to assure employees that everything. Your slide has slick blue graphic in the header and throw some bevel on all text. Okay, everyone is unique. You most of all. Number of slides on the slides. Charts, and slides. Oh. This is a good PowerPoint. I love Death by PowerPoint. Keep it going. Rate at which charts on the same slide depict the same information. Rate of increase in graphs per slide. Oh, God. Continue the game. Boss Appreciation Minute. On your Boss Appreciation Minute work cycle. Circle the top 20 things you love the most about your boss. I just want to read these things. This is funny. I appreciate this. What are your dreams for the future? God. What is over here? Bi-quarterly post review. Okay. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right, we've reached the end of it. Yeah, you know. Meeting room. Weekly target. Marketing Mondays. Group 40 times. Okay. Do not alter without consulting the whiteboard. Rip Franz. You feel your future will be good? I hope so. Okay. We'll press on. Huh?
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Okay.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret pin
No
number,
one's supporting you that much.
2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code.
Well, that's
by
good.
sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
I'm glad. I'm glad they support you. That's good. I'm glad. That's awesome. Like, you know, they should. Up, down.
Descending deeper into the building.
It is blind.
Stanley
I
realized
have
he
no
felt a
idea
bit
what's
peculiar.
happening, so.
It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself.
All right.
To question
All right,
the nature
all right.
of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Okay. No, you're fine. Okay, so go up.
Whoops. Nope. Never mind. Stanley actually got back into the elevator and went back up. Silly me. Why did Stanley do that when he knew that it would just lead back to his boss's office? Well, that's a good question.
No.
I just can't wait to find
I'm glad
out.
you get the support. And we're all about support here. Huh? Up, down. Okay.
Here we are, Stanley. It's your boss's office. Exactly the way it was before you got onto the elevator. It's still just exactly what it is. What a decision you've made to come up here and look at the office again. This has fleshed out the plot of the story in new and fascinating ways I could have never anticipated. It's that keen eye for storytelling.
Yeah,
that you have.
exactly.
An incisive rapid fire of critical plot points, one after the other, weaving a rich tapestry of uncompromising narrative. Wow. I'm bolted to the edge of my seat.
Okay.
Incredible. Now he's getting back into the elevator and going down again. Ladies and gentlemen, how does he keep coming up with all of this?
I did go up, down. I went up and then I went down.
Surely this time Stanley will walk forward into the spooky corridor, won't he? Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Escape. I'm gonna do the escape
Although
ending.
this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death. The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Hey, what's going on, Fiery? He lies. I'm chilling. How are you?
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and
Woo!
closer to his demise, it reflected that his life had been
Oh, I'm
of no
about to die.
consequence whatsoever.
No, I'm about to
Stanley
die.
can't see the bigger picture.
I'm about to
He
die.
doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is.
I'm chilling. I'm
Perhaps
chilling.
death
I'm
will
chilling.
have
How
no
are you,
loss,
Fiery?
like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so
6
he
more hours, you'll be
resigned,
25.
willingly accepted
Yo,
this new
happy
routine to his
birthday!
brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Okay, bye. Hi, Wall. This is my worst fear, actually.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Good. What? What? Oh, God. The Stanley Parable.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
What exactly did the narrator...
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Wow. This is deep. A maintenance room. Warzone. Design an ending where Stanley would end up on a battlefield fighting aliens. The action game would become sentient and would wage war against the narrator. We realized shortly after starting to build it that it was far too jokey and on the nose for the tone of the game. Plus, some people interpreted it as making fun of people who like shooters, which was not our intention. That's hilarious. Fun. From Like Harris question. Hi, Mr. Narrator guy. Oh God, fuck. Okay, okay. Call of Duty Warzone. That's kind of what I thought about too. 427. The offices are all the fucking same. It was created in November 2011, the second in March 2012, and the third in February 2013. Okay, that one has a coffee cup. Oh, there's multiples. Ah, that's what we got finally. Okay. Game design mock-up. Interesting. Countdown desk. Oh, okay. Freedom ending. This is the freedom ending as it existed in the beta. Oh, well, that's fun.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another.
What?
How they both wish to be free.
I turn it off?
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still see.
You don't know how you're not sleeping right now?
Stop the program before they both fail. Turn off your PlayStation. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do,
Yo!
choose it. Don't let time choose for you.
Are you excited? I'm dead. Yo, are you excited for the football season? Let's go. It starts today. And I still have Austin Eckler and Joe Mixon. Oh, okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to
I'm so excited. I am so excited. Like the most excited I could be. I should probably turn my mic down because I've been really loud today for no reason.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh. Okay.
Yet there was not a single person here.
I'm not that loud to you?
Feeling
Okay,
a wave of
okay.
disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Actually, I do feel... Okay, what's the honest answer? Do I feel confident? No, not really. Not against the Bengals. The Bengals are a tough one.
Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, This keypad guarded the terrible secret that
So,
lay buried below his feet.
No,
And so the boss
but I'm
assigned
hoping
an
that
extra
Mitch
secret pin
balls
number,
out.
2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
No.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
Okay, we'll go the direction.
Yet incredibly, by
Do I
simply
have
pushing
TikTok? I do
random
not have
buttons on the
TikTok.
keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Oh yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I'm hoping. We'll see. Like, the Bengals are a tough first matchup because old Joey B and Joe Mixon.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
But I also have Joe Mixon, so I'm like conflicted. I want Joe Mixon to ball out, but I also want the Steelers to win. It's tough. I actually have my Crucial Catch hat coming in today. It's going to be sick.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to
Oh,
images
yeah.
on a screen, and Stanley, one of them.
Yeah, we have
monitored
trouble
in
with the
this
run.
place where
But like
thunder
every
meant
year
nothing.
for some reason. Even though we have TJ Watt, we have Cam Hayward, we have...
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated
I have
to
not.
accept
No,
it
I
blindly?
haven't ever watched Stranger Things.
No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control.
Oh yeah, for
Never.
sure.
It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his
Yeah,
entire
that was
life
tough last year.
utterly blind to the world?
It was tough last year. But, yo, Kieran.
Here was the proof, the heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would
I'm chilling.
dismantle the
How are
controls
you?
once and for
It's good to
all.
see you. Oh yeah, Bush can get his shit together. But we have Miles Jack now. So I'm pretty excited about that. I win.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine.
Oh, if we could get
Unshackled
Roquan
himself
Smith, that would
from
be
someone else's
sick.
command. Freedom
We
was
would
mere moments
wreck
away.
shop.
And yet, even as the immense
Well,
door
listen,
slowly
we'll
opened,
give him
Stanley
Mason
reflected on
Rudolph.
How many puzzles still lay
we'll
unsolved.
give him
Where
a
had
quarterback.
his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal
You're starting
had not been
Baker?
to understand,
I started Tua.
to let go. No longer would anyone tell
I'm
him
sorry, I
what to
started
do,
Tua.
what to
We'll
do,
see.
or
In one of my leagues. Not all of
whatever
my
life
leagues.
he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility.
You're too young to have a girlfriend? Oh, well.
This was exactly
I'm sorry
the
to hear
way,
that.
right now, that things were
Baker
meant
till you
to
die.
happen.
No, you're T-Law till you die, Kieran.
Was happy.
You're all about T-Law. Don't even play. Don't even front. I beat it? Okay. What? Why is it?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
What happened? What?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply... When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
In the
Wow.
closet, your T-Law?
Yes, this room. What a beautiful room.
You're
What a
welcome.
gorgeous, gorgeous room. Thank goodness Stanley had taken this detour on his way to the meeting room. Life without having experienced this room was now too horrible even to consider.
You're not even a closet T-Law fan. You literally kept telling me to
Yes, really, really worth it.
you kept
really.
telling me to draft him in my mock
Room so
drafts.
utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Where are the paintings behind the chair?
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Okay.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a
We're
staircase,
gonna go up, but there's a door to the
Stanley walked
left
upstairs
here.
to his boss's office.
I've got the feeling money's for stealing, but not yours, of course. Okay, good. Okay, so now we're gonna go downstairs. You're half tempted to get a Jags T-Law jersey?
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy.
Maybe I am
All of my
crazy.
co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of
Get
it
the
made
Baker
any
jersey.
logical
Get the
sense.
Baker.
And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled.
This is all
This
a
is all a
dream.
dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. He thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up
Damn.
soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid.
Yay, a loop.
He imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that of course
I know Cam Akers
it was not a
plays,
dream. How could it be?
but I don't think I have him
Stanley
started in
simply
any of my
deceiving
leagues.
himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself. Stanley
I have
is
Gabe
as awake
Davis,
right
too.
now as he's ever
But I don't know
been
if
in
I'm
his
starting
life.
him either in any of my
Now, hearing
leagues.
the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley.
Don't have Josh
After
Allen,
all,
don't have
he
Stephon
knew for
Diggs,
certain,
don't
beyond a doubt,
have
that this
any of
was in fact
the
a dream.
receivers
Did
on
the
the
voice not see him
Rams.
float and make the magical
I've never been
stars
that
just a
lucky.
moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control. That this was
Oh,
a
yeah,
dream.
Gabe Davis should have a
So
good
he closed
game.
his eyes gently.
I have
invited
better
himself to wake
receivers.
He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back.
For 11 or
fresh
more
air
minutes.
of the
Okay, no
world
worries,
outside this
Preslov.
one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my
Okay.
job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment and my wife and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal.
Oh, then we're good. I have Gabe Davis.
Everything will be fine. I am okay.
This got deep again.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice?
Steph Diggs balling out. It's very
And everything went blank.
hit or miss. Like, he's a great receiver, and he does ball out.
This
in
is the
reality.
story of a woman named Mariella.
What?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. Although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously
It's a
crazy.
tough one. It's a
This
tough
much
one.
She knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real
I know.
and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Damn.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Welcome to the
Stanley
whiteboard
decided
ending.
to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Heard this game is fire. It's pretty funny. I'll give it that. It's just different.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
It is the deluxe edition. Yep. What?
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
He's so bad at...
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do,
yeah, it's not
Stanley
bad.
leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Yes. Oh, God. What? We're back in yellow.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
The Last of Us
When
Remastered.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors.
Yeah,
he
I
entered the
thought
door
about
on
it.
his
I thought
left.
about that. I might play it. I don't know what else I'm gonna play.
Yet there was not a
I'm
single
also
person
maybe
here
thinking about playing God of War on stream
Feeling
now.
a wave of disbelief,
That's-
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office.
kind of,
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I should play Raft. I have played Raft. I streamed Raft actually, and
The moment he
it just
entered his
didn't end
manager's
up being
office, Stanley froze
being
in
great.
his tracks. Not a living soul anywhere. Could he really be all? Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming new age music.
Sick. Because you're basically going in blind. I've
Feeling
seen
soothed
it,
and
but I haven't
rejuvenated,
played it.
Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
You beat Raft? I have not beat Raft, but I had a bunch of friends that I did play Raft with. I haven't played it since the update, but have I ever played A Way Out? I have, but a long time ago with a buddy. Up, down 4 times.
Whoops. Nope. Never mind. Stanley actually got back
It
into
is
the
a very
elevator
good game.
and went back up. Silly
And the
me.
twist is
Why
crazy.
did Stanley do that when he knew that it would just lead back to his boss's office?
Why do you have to
That's
bang
a
his
good
wife, you
question.
know?
I just can't wait to find out. Here we are, Stanley. It's your boss's office. Exactly
I do
where
have
it
the new
was
Madden.
before you got onto the
I was
elevator.
playing that.
It's still just exactly
I was
what
playing
it
it
is.
before I started playing
What a
this.
decision you've made to come up here and look at the office again.
Unfortunately,
This
it's
fleshed out
not
part of the
great.
story
It's
in new and
not
fascinating ways
not
I could have
very,
never
very good.
anticipated. It's that keen eye for storytelling that you have, an incisive rapid fire of critical plot points, one after the other, weaving a rich tapestry of uncompromising narrative. Wow.
I've been itching to play
bolted to the
Civ
edge of my seat.
5, 6, whatever it is that you and Strips wanted to play with me.
Now he's getting back into
But
the elevator
I
and
haven't
down again. Ladies and
Obviously reached
gentlemen,
out to
how
y'all
does he keep coming up
to
with all
play
of
it
this?
because y'all would know better than me. I haven't even opened it.
Did you think we were going to go forward down the spooky corridor? No. It's time once again to go back up in the elevator. I can't even begin to grapple with what might be up there. Is it the boss's office again? Or what if it's the boss's office this time? The suspense is killing me.
Okay. Maybe what about tomorrow? Take me through the rope, or not tomorrow? Saturday. take me through the ropes?
Oh my God. It's the boss's office.
Cool. Oh, yeah.
This absolutely changes everything for me. Give me a time out here for a minute while I process this.
It will be funny. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. 'Cause I don't know what I'm doing, but we'll do it together.
I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm prepared to embrace this stunning revelation and to move forward with... No, wait. No, I need more time to process.
We do still need to play Dead Island. But Dead Island 2 is coming out. Dead Island 2 is coming. Did you see they brought it back? They took it out of development, they brought it back, and it's coming out next year, like sometime. I'm so hyped about that. Dead Island 2.
I have fully come to terms with it.
Yeah.
I made space in my worldview for this, of course. Going back down in the elevator. How did I not anticipate it? I mean, sure,
So
now
they
it's obvious, but you have to understand
have that
30
teaser
seconds
trailer.
ago, this kind of thing had never been attempted before. I had no frame
They
of reference
attempted
to
it,
even anticipate.
or they had
That's just how
the teaser
revelatory
trailer,
Stanley's
and then they
decision-making is.
cut
A breath of fresh air
the-
in a landscape of storytelling that has grown stale and repetitive.
and then they cut the. They cut development, and now we're here.
You know what? I've just thought of something. Hold on, let's stop for a moment. Don't you realize? It's the anticipation, Stanley. You and I, we have no way of knowing what will be at
You
the
can
top
all
of
see
this
me.
elevator.
Yo,
But the
Devo!
suspense, the agony of waiting and
What's going
anticipating
on,
and having to
dude?
guess, that's the real thrill.
Let's
I simply
go.
don't want to let that feeling
Let's
go.
go.
It's so precious, so fleeting. Why don't we take this elevator
The
ride
bucket. What about the
nice
bucket?
and
Oh, and the
slow?
Pokemon games come out too. I'm excited about that too.
There we go. Isn't this so much more exciting? You know, Stanley, it seems like nowadays the only thing that audiences want is to be shocked as loudly and frequently as possible. They want big, explosive moments flung right in their faces from the very moment that things get started. But
Oh,
where's
yeah.
the tension? Where's the
Where
trust
is
in
the
the
tension?
audience to build a slow and nuanced appreciation for the story, the characters? Why
Yo,
aren't we given time
I've
to
already
imagine
done
the
it. I
surprises?
did it. I played
To
a
have
new
to
game
think
plus.
and to
I'm like,
anticipate
let's
and then to
go.
marvel
I
at the
love
eventual reveal.
God of War.
This is
I also love the
storytelling,
Spider-Man
Stanley.
game. The
What
Spider-Man
you and
game
I are
is like
doing right
A1.
now, this is the
Chef's
most
kiss.
exciting narrative
I
to be
love
developed
it.
in years, and it's really all because of you. You're the one who took this bold step of revisiting the exact same locations over and over. Truly,
Oh,
I
my
mean
hat
it.
was delivered.
This is unique and different. It's not like anything else out there. You see, I want stories that surprise me, Stanley. I want to have to think. I want to be engaged and not pandered to. We're being fed such unimaginative drivel all the time, and we all know it, which is why we're so starved for content that makes us feel sharp and vital and alive. That's why people like you so much, Stanley. Because
That's
you're
why I'm
not
super
afraid to
excited about
spit
Spider-Man
in
2.
the face of
Spider-Man 2 at
tradition.
the beginning
You're a
next
role
year.
model, you know.
Let's
People look up to you.
go.
Which is why,
And
oh, I didn't
Hogwarts
know when to
Legacy.
spring this on you, but
Also,
I've
let's
gathered a little press conference
fucking
so that you can
go.
talk about your
Let's
work and
go.
your storytelling and your life. Yes, I know you're not much for the public eye, but I thought it would especially mean a lot to the people who have been following you from the beginning. They really look up to you, Stanley. I don't know
It's a
if you
great time for
realize the
gaming.
impact you have on them. This is the kind of gesture that might leave a tremendous impact on them for the better. Oh good, we're here.
Oh,
Okay, the room where we're holding the press conference should be just around the corner here somewhere.
let's go. Let's go see. Let's go check it out.
Ah, yes, here it is, just through this door.
Okay.
All right, are you ready? I've told them you're going to speak a little bit about the nature of surprise in storytelling. and what it means to craft a truly unpredictable narrative. Oh, don't worry, you'll do great. Just be yourself and speak from the heart. I'm really proud of you, Stanley.
Oh yeah, Overwatch. I did promise you I'd play that too. Overwatch 2 stream inbound. This is where I wanted to be the whole time. Look at me. Look at me. I'm beautiful. Hello. Hello, everybody. Huh. Oh. What? Oh, the Dragon Ball Breakers. Yeah. Actually, that kind of looks good.
A soft wind blew outside and perhaps rain started, and if it did, it stopped shortly after. Stanley hoped that he would one day see weather. Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
I think it will be too. I agree. I'm willing to get it. I just want to make sure that y'all are down to play. I don't know how it's going to go. I saw a demo, but I haven't seen anything else. And I think...
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
You're welcome.
As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over.
Okay.
Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
I'm down. Let's do it.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content. Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just
I'm pretty
the beginning
excited.
of a
I like the
mesmerizing
idea. It
adventure.
has the character creator and everything, which I'm about.
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or up?
Oh. Hold that thought. I'll be right back. Gotta go to the bathroom. Alright, I'm back. Sorry. Gonna get it. Definitely be a good stream game, yeah. I'm down. I'm down, Kieran. 100%.
Oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on
Oh,
to the
thank
new
you, thank you,
content.
thank you.
I've never been more ready.
Had to
Let's
pee
do it.
real quick. I had like 3 drinks, and then you break the seal, and then you ruin whatever. Yeah, you know.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if them... Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
The jump
All right.
circle.
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
What? Okay. Oh. You're back? Welcome back.
Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right? Goodness. Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable.
What did you miss? We're in the Ultra Deluxe now.
Hours of new content.
We hit an ending, and then now we're here.
More. Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is. That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy
making
video
pizza
game
buckets?
developers with no respect for their fan base
Yeah,
rush
yeah,
a cheap
Witten Keys
expansion
helped
to market
a lot.
For no reason other than to make an easy
Witten was an
dollar.
assist
And don't
here.
get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's trophies, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test trophy, please ignore." What quality
Yo,
assurance department signed off on
RSG!
this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and
I
hold
am
them
honored.
personally accountable.
The
It's my fault,
RSG
Stanley.
stopped
I built
by?
up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still
Yo,
with me,
big
why don't we
dog.
just reset the
How are
game, and
you?
we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and
This
me
is
having a
deserving.
great time together like
RSG's been around
always.
forever.
What do you
I love
say,
this
friend?
dude. He deserves this. He deserves this. Oh.
Psst. Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show
Just
you
stopping by for a
something.
bit before work. Need to see how your buddy was doing. Yo.
You don't want to see the cool surprise I made for you? Well, fine. You're a dork anyway, so who cares?
Wow. Wrench
No,
gang.
Never mind. You're not a dork.
Get all the Stanleys. Oh, okay. All right. Here we are. Hello?
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it.
This is a
That's
Skyrim?
our little secret. Take a look.
Are you playing
I call
Skyrim?
it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC. You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap PlayStation port? Remember back in October of 2013 when the game originally launched?
You
Back
need to make a
then,
memory
video
zone?
games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh,
Buy out on pressurized gas? 2013. Huh. Uh-huh. There's a lot of those things missing.
And over here,
Oh no.
reviews of the
Oh
Stanley
no.
like this stunning triumph
Don't
of
read any
games
reviews
journalism.
except this
10
one.
out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling
Destructoid.com.
writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was.
Touching, but
It
also
was
the house of a
literally
serial
every
killer?
game ever
Exactly.
created. It was Skyrim. It was Persona 3. It was all of them. And now, it's nothing. It's no games at all.
None.
It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
Memory zone maintenance. Person of the year. Love it.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The
GameSpot.
Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games, and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. All they had to do was transport it in pristine condition along to the PlayStation, boom, done. And they couldn't even do that. Couldn't resist the urge to go meddling with a beloved franchise.
No. Carpet textures. This is good. This is good. You gotta go to work. Yo, yeah, let's catch up soon. I appreciate it.
To have it all over again.
I do appreciate you stopping by. It's good to see you. I've been meaning to stop by some of your streams. Like, I saw you were going live, but every time you go live, I'm at work as well. Just like what you're doing right now. Oh, the maintenance room is open.
Hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here?
Death and Destruction?
Oh, no. Oh, God, no, Stanley. It's a collection of reviews from Pressurized Gas, the extremely popular online storefront for computer games. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they? Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Funny? I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them. Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know
Make
how
sure
much
to find
fluff
them
I
all.
cut from the game to get it to feel as light.
Oh,
and
welcome
airy as
back.
Well, I always thought it did, but maybe it wasn't. Oh dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remember.
What are the Stanleys? I don't know what you're asking for.
What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting
You want to
skip
make a
ahead
picture
for just a moment
cartoony?
surely
How?
couldn't hurt.
How
Not
so?
if it means we can strike these negative
Oh,
reviews from the
shit,
record.
I can't
Only
go.
positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
I do.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot.
I'll know everything eventually.
You were
Eventually.
only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not that, of course, you need a description of it, but if I had to describe it, I'd say it was perhaps less of a rumination and
It's
more of
3
a
a.m.?
treatise.
Go to
Or
bed.
Maybe a manifesto. Look, I'll
Or
outline
wait
it
7
for you
minutes and then
very
go to
briefly,
bed.
and you can tell me what you think. Okay. Well, there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button.
Oh.
The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof. Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes? Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really... Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks.
You're an insane
I've been
person?
sitting here all that time. Just sitting here. Not a single person to speak with. And you'd think that that's just how it's always been, right? Me talking and you saying nothing. Would... Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time. I stopped keeping track after a year.
Staying
Have
that
you ever
late?
sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year? Let me describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret.
1 year. Did the narrator die? Uh-oh. I'm guessing just push the button. He's gone. Where are you? Where are you? Who is it? Fine.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human
Good,
condition.
good.
But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and
They
said,
bemoaned.
entertain us. It wasn't enough.
Don't
They
ever
had
miss
to
a
leave a
Stanley.
pathetic little thumbs-down review and make
I mean,
all of
one
their
day I'll
pitiful demands.
figure
But
that
then,
out,
he's
but-
talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency, it's the lack of accountability, it's the unwillingness to examine with an uncompromising heart the words that they are speaking into the world. As though there were no consequences for a lack of cohesion in one's assessment of others. But of course, absolutely anyone can leave a review. So here's what we get. We get these demands that seek everything and are accountable to nothing. We get a world where someone will say, oh, there should be a skip button. You should be able to freeze Stanley in place while the narrator sits there forever and ever.
Bye.
The end is never the end, 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 is never the end.
He's gone insane. It's a good ending to end off on, too. The end is never the end, 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 is never the end. Oh. It's broken down. What about me? Am I aging? Am I old? I don't have feet. I'm not having a Baja Blast right now. Son. Hello? I play games all day, never leave my PC and sleep all day. Oh, that's fair. I was a kid once too, though. Like, that's... Oh, thanks for the terrarium. Hello? Have we broken out? Oh no, it's darkness. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk to you again. Nope, that's not it. That's not the one. And now it's a horror game. Oh, Jesus. Hello? The desert. 70,000 years? I'm free, though. 70,000 years and I'm free? That's what it's about. Bye. Well, you are dying. You're not wrong. You're not wrong, friends. Now I'll die from dehydration. Yeah, you're right. Oh, dead. The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end. All right, well, this is where I'm going to leave it. We've made it here. I'm going to go on a raid. Let's find one. Let's find one. A good one. A good one. Football starts in about a half hour. I got some time to order some Happy Meals and things like that. Let's go and find somebody who would appreciate our company, you know? Okay. We'll go here again. We'll go here again. Actually, I say again, but Happy Meals all around. Happy Meals for everybody. We're going on a campfire raid. We're going to go and show love here. Thank you guys so much for being here. I do greatly appreciate it. We'll be back tomorrow with something else, actually. I have an idea of a stream that I want to do, and I appreciate y'all, and I will see you in the next one. So until then, have a good night. Peace.